They started out a little rainy across the state line. We're now looking at dry conditions and milder air pushing in. Temperatures have been struggling to warm lately, all because of plenty of cloud cover overhead, but this warm front's coming through. That'll provide a boost in temperatures moving forward. And as we look at radar, you can know that all the soggy weather now heading into Indiana is at this point as that warm front continues to move eastward. Didn't pick up a ton of rain today, just enough to keep the sidewalks a little damp. If anything, a couple hundredths of an inch. A few spots got close to a tenth of an inch of rainfall, and that was about it. Later this week, we could see a lot more rain compared to this, but first we have some relatively dry weather to look forward to over the coming nights and into tomorrow. You can see 38 degrees, staying somewhat mild. West breeze at 3 miles per hour, not providing much for a wind chill. Still looking cloudy and somewhat foggy. Visibility down to about 5 miles, and we're seeing some patches of fog across the state line now. It never really fully moved out of the area after this morning, and we'll see fog again later on tonight. As we turn to future track, you note that the visibility will drop again, heading closer towards this evening and then throughout the evening and night. Visibility isn't going to drop completely down to zero, so we'll avoid, for the most part, patches of dense fog. However, maybe a little hard to see in some spots going into tomorrow morning, as we do have that fog lingering on around. So drive a little slower tonight, as it could be harder to see thanks to the foggy conditions remaining in place. As we go throughout tomorrow morning, the fog eventually lifts out. We should have much clearer conditions going into tomorrow afternoon. As we go throughout the overnight hours, temperatures hover just above freezing again, 33 for the overnight low. We shouldn't see much for icy patches, but because we're so close to that freezing point, just drive with a little caution. And if you start to see that thermometer on your car showing the outdoor temperature drop to about 32 or so, drive like you're driving on ice. There could be some icy patches out there. We'll stay cloudy, dry, and a little foggy, and then we'll see that fog through tomorrow morning before going mostly cloudy in the afternoon. All the way up to 45 tomorrow. Southerly winds providing a little warmth, so we may be back to average for the first time in over 3 weeks. It's going to feel very mild going into tomorrow afternoon, as we've been used to. The teens to 20s, even the 30s over the last couple weeks, could get into the 40s into tomorrow. So we don't have to worry about winter driving tips yet, but it is winter weather preparedness week in Illinois, so eventually we'll see that snow return. And you probably have already done some of this, but here's a quick review. Make sure you check your tires so that they have adequate tread and tire pressure. Remove any ice and snow from your car. That includes the windows, mirrors, the top and the hood of the car, so you're not blowing snow back on yourself or blowing snow on your neighbors as you drive along. And if you start to skid, make sure you steer into the direction of the skid overall. No winter driving, but we could be looking at a lot of rain and rainy conditions into Thursday that may result in a lot of puddles in the roads. Some soaking showers on the way Wednesday night into Thursday. Our next weather system lining up near the Rockies right now brings with it plenty of warm air. We could see the 50s by Thursday, but lots of moisture. We'll see a lot of humid air work up from the Gulf of Mexico with this storm system, resulting in a hefty amount of rain. So here's future track. We go into late Wednesday night by about 11 o'clock. We're seeing some soaking rainfall on the way. Not much for thunderstorm activity, but we may get some heavier showers with this, and much of the heavier rainfall falls throughout the night. We get closer to sunrise Thursday, and the heavier rain showers start to move out, but we're still looking at lingering light to drizzly conditions through Thursday morning. We get into Thursday afternoon, we may have dry weather finally, with cloudy conditions and warmer temperatures after that. And take note on future track, a decent amount of the rain on the way, with some spots over an inch for rainfall. That is a lot in a short amount of time. We're not anticipating any kind of flooding here, but with that hefty amount of rain, be aware that the roads could be definitely wet with a lot of puddles in them, and make sure you check your gutters and downspouts. Don't want those overflowing because they're clogged with leaves. Just try to get out there tomorrow and make sure those are clear to absorb all of that rainfall. We get into the 50s finally on Thursday, but then we drop quickly again. Temperatures will be in the 30s to 40s throughout the rest of the week, but we do see plenty of sunshine, Mary.
All right, Alex, thank you.